like this. That's how I make my fold. And with this, I'm just making a little sheet. I'm making it all messy now. You don't have to do that, obviously. Like that. And I'm putting it on like this, like 50-50, so we have resin on both sides.
Okay.
And I'm just like rolling it with the plastic. And the main reason for this is I like to be able to have the plastic to really, because most of the time when you're doing one of this, it's going to be hard, like hard distance, hard access. Okay. So you want to be able to, like, you know, lubricate the plastic.
Oh, you already got the tape?
Yep, I got them prepped. So if you want to do that, just fold it in. And try to have one guy with messy gloves and one guy with clean gloves. Do you mind? Sorry. Thank you.
You said don't roll this?
Nope, you want to try and roll it together. And if you open it again, yep. That's gonna work, but I would like you to open it again. Start over. It is my bad that I got that all messy. But when I do that, I stick my fingers like really in there, yep, and roll it. The tighter you make it, the nicer it's gonna be. But that liner was more rigid than the S liner even. But, yep, and then you do the first one over. You said that you lost some of it there, like it got bigger. That's okay. Keep going.
Well, you said don't roll it.
As long as you roll the whole thing together.
Oh.
Yeah. Yes, you're doing great. Yep. And then you want to have the first tape 50-50 over the plastic and over the liner. So you want to give them some space there. Yep. And when let me show you how to tape it. I haven't showed you yet. I'm sorry. I go.
Yeah, you just throwing it
around it.
But here you go.
Yep.
Okay.
And then I meet at the top, and I don't want to meet where the fold is.
I got you.
And I'm gonna pull. I want you to pull back because I want to make this tight. And I pinch my way down like that.
I got you.
Yep. And the plastic makes it a pain a little bit, but when it's wrapped up, it's so nice for the slipperiness. And make it as tight as possible.
You do any in the middle?
Yes.
One in the middle of it?
Yep, one in the middle is gonna be perfect. But the resin is pretty grabby, the pipe is pretty dry. Like, it's nice, all this mess was worth it for the plastic. Now we can lube the plastic and it's gonna slide better. Okay. And now we cut the excess tape away, yep. And then in the fold here, it's not gonna make a lot of sense now because you have the plastic, but you want to nick the tape in the fold. And you want to do it on the opposite side of where you're pushing. So we're going to push this way. Yes.
Just right here too?
Yep. Just a little neck. Yep. Just to encourage it. Sweet. All right. So at this point, the white guy with the clean gloves disconnects this and walk this over to the pipe.
Okay. Push down from here?
I push from here.
What hose am I using?
We have the hose here. But before you put it in, we want a little bit more. So you hold, I like to hold it down like a tank.
We gotta grab them hose, I think.
This is just a silicone hose. Okay. You'll get the Repiper lubricant if you order. So it's more slippery. And I got some in the pipe as well for the pushing.
Okay.
And even some, they have a small, even some Dawn dish soap.
Over here you go.
Have some here, yep.
Put some on my hand.
Yep, put it on the plastic on the platter. Like when everything's wrapped up, you can lube it more.
All of this?
Yep. Just be gentle to the tapes. And the bladder's not going to be a big problem. You want some everywhere, but mostly on the yeah. Be really gentle with the tapes. Yep. You can put some in the pipe also. Now you can lay it into the pipe before you connect your hose. Be careful on the way in so that you don't scratch anything. Yep. Alright, and now clean gloves before you touch the fittings. And these fittings are hexagon, so you have to push it and rotate it to click it in, but you'll figure it out.
Probably have the camera on the other side, or would you have it behind?
We'll see.
Oh,
I'll show you, yeah. Yep, so you just push and twist. But you want to twist the hose and not the bladder, because you don't want to create any unnecessary twisting in here. It's different. So see, now you've twisted this a lot, so you want to make sure it's relaxed. And twist this. Yeah, but you don't have to twist much. Just push and rotate a little bit. Like, as long as this ring is all the way back.
Okay.
You pull this back and then push until it clicks. Okay. And then you don't have, is it quick? Like this, look, I'll show you. Pull it back. Okay. It's gonna take a couple of times, but you do this, push it, and then just
wiggle it back.
Yeah. You should find the hexagons, you know?
Okay.
And then you lock it in place here, so it's not gonna go anywhere. And you don't have to tape these either, they're sweet.
We have one similar to this on a Packard we bought, and that's a pain in the butt to get it to go on sometimes. I've been doing this all week and they stopped, so I was putting them on, taking them off.
And now with you want to have clean gloves so you don't get resin on your hoses.
Okay.
And then you gotta push it to your point of install. I'll stand on the pipe. And in real life, obviously you wouldn't be able to see this.
You either have a camera that way to look, or
Yeah, camera that way, or follow it over there. So we could do that also. Oh, there goes my.
We're gonna sell the gum.
Is it grabbing?
Yeah, I'm trying to.
Oh, you're at the 90 at least.
Yeah, you're right here
good.
already. Yep.
So you were just finding the 90 a little.
Oh, it's turned it already. Oh yeah.
So I don't. It's a brand new camera, but I would put my camera next to it. I would push my packer past the hole, so I look at the hole, and then I would back the packer onto the.
You can
Yeah.
do that? Or you can see it?
Yeah, push it a little bit more. Yep.
All right.
Perfect.
And center the seat.
And you can also take a measurement on your hose.
Yeah.
And like know where you are. But I recommend putting your camera in there and see where you're at. Like I think that's safer.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep. And at this point, because when you do a T-liner, you don't mess with the steam unit until everything is in place. But this is just a straight patch. So just like with the back shooter, before you even inflate it, we'll take it through the steam unit and inflate it through the steam unit.
Okay.
And when you move this hose around, just remember everything is static. So if you're twisting it here, it's twisting down there. So I'm just, trying to be a little respectful to it. Making sure it's somewhat relaxed. And then you have your adapter. Yes. You put your adapter in, and the adapter, that's just to go from the Repiper system to your source of air. So above ground, you want to use as little Repiper hose as possible because you want to have a quick steam. And then you click it in. And then the regulator. We have this one. Make sure it's resetted. And like these small regulators, it's like volume on stereo. To the right is turning it up. Alright. And now you put this to 20 psi. I listen for tapes, but I don't worry about the tapes really. Put it to 20. Watch your camera, it might first to the plastic. Yep. You can take it a little lower than 20 also. Yep. And now, if I can't listen on that side, I'm listening for the flow. That just helps me knowing that I have a flow before I turn the steam on. And if I don't have a flow when you turn the steam on, it's just gonna get extended,